Welcome back to Divinity 648. My name is Christina. It is Monday, May the 2nd, 2022. It is 2:07 in the afternoon. So this is Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. And if you have either of these placements in your Jupiter or Uranus, this is going to be a very close to almost personal. And if you have either of them in both, meaning like your Jupiter is one and your Uranus is the other, right? This is going to hit you really close to home, possibly really trigger you or grab your attention. It's important to understand this is collective energy. Even if I say something about myself or me, I'm standing in the collective energy. It is still collective energy. It is not my personal everyday life that I actually function in. I'm in the energies of Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. And one more time, if you have any of those signs in your Jupiter or Uranus or both placements, this is going to really be accurate for you. If you do not resonate to something I say, as in already in your mind, already going on with your intuition, actual things you've already had synchronized, events, or somehow some way correlates to one another, then do not force it. You will know if it is for you, if it is not, if you're not instantly thinking of an individual or remembering a certain situation or conversation or dynamic. Let it go. It doesn't belong to you. So, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. There is this... Number one, the first group of people I'm going to talk to, regardless of your placement, regardless of what sign, this is the collective energy. This is the karmic energy that you are either removing yourself from, presently working through. You'll know where you're at on this, okay? So the idealization of what makes you feel secure in regards to with who you are, right? The energies that you need to meet together with your challenges as far as your destiny goes, okay? This is what we're talking about. This is the sacrifices you have gone through. This is the actions you have taken, which resulted in you being or remaining honest and demonstrating strength, taking a stance in your career, or possibly just being in a more supportive role, or doing necessary things, taking necessary actions to support your desires, right? Your desires regarding where you're going in your career or what your destiny is. There was a lot of confusion regarding your desires, right? There was a lot of confusion regarding your career and your path, right? There was a lot of external influences that were weighing in to cause you to reject your inspiration, reject everything that was radiating that vibe of being that light, being that shit, this energy is popping. Man, you are fucking amazing. Absolutely, incredibly, 100% amazing. Collectively, the energy is going through the dark night of the soul, standing your ground, right? Going through that transformation of caterpillar to the butterfly in this lifetime. I don't care how many times you've already done it. You went through that phase yet again, right? Dark night of the soul, phoenix rising, right? Now Your crown chakra is popping. And listen, if you're anything like me, high vibrational, that crown chakra literally goes out 12 fucking feet. Excuse my language. It's beautiful. You can actually feel it when you move your head around. The energy is amazing, okay? Amazing. I get it. I completely understand. It's humbling, especially when you're trying to get up in the morning and all that energy is there. It's just beautiful. So you've gone through a significant transformation, right? You've gone through this most amazing, uplifting shift in your vibration that actually puts you in a higher perspective or in an external position that allows you to see everything, all aspects of your being as a third person looking through, which is very hard to reach. The shit you go through to get to that point in life is wow. So kudos to you. I'm actually pretty impressed. I'm so glad. You know what it is right now? It's like, picture yourself sitting on a lily, or no, not even. Picture yourself just sitting in the core or in the middle of a lotus flower. And then look around. You're not going to see millions of lotus flowers around you. You're just going to see a few. Or maybe you'll see that 144, or maybe you'll just see that 7, because right now, I don't care how many are in existence, they're always in groups of 7, okay? Or it's 7 that comes together first, and then once they're that full 7, they end up meeting another set. But it's always in sections of 7. It's fucking beautiful. So just know that you're in that energy of sitting on top, right? That energy of riding the wave, not being hit by them, not being in them, not being pulled through them. You are actually just chilling in the middle on the top of an opened, beautiful fucking lotus flower. And there's very few around you. Okay? And if you don't understand this, you're a cross watcher, and this is not for you. So lots of green, lots of beautiful yellow, golden, opal, yellows, blues, lots of freaking beautiful energy. Okay. It's that energy of coming out completely new, right? And one of the things I kept hearing is, you are that miracle. You are that incredible miracle that everyone has been waiting for. And the more that they come through, some of you had some craft thrown on you to force you to reject it. And I'm not going to say craft as in somebody specific did it. Some of you, it's just the energy in general, right? It's like wearing brand new white shoes for the first time after you buy it and you've been waiting for them to fucking drop, and finally you get them, you go outside, and something beyond your control just gets them dirty. It's like, of course. Or, having that freaking brand new whip, and you're driving around, and of course it gets scratched. Maybe you're the dumbass who actually scratches it, something like that. No, something minor, it's just like an all the time thing. So it doesn't have to be craft. It could just be the energy outside. It could just be, random incidences. You'd have to figure it out as far as what applies to you. One thing that I've been practicing is compassion when it comes to situations like that, energies like that. Even if I don't outwardly project it and demonstrate it, internally, I'm always vibrating with compassion. I'm in that energy of, I will forgive you internally and move the fuck forward, but do not return, right? Please. So, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. Some of you are in this energy of realizing that you have, I love this. you know, the rest, the energy of rest, the energy of reviving your soul, mind, body, soul, spirit, energy, right? Um, you've done the work with the aura. You know, if you're on a similar vibration of me, you now have the ability or have already realized and, you know, done what needed to be, excuse me, challenge, done what needed to be done, right? You've already done all that. You have been able to start working with energy on an external level, meaning the way your heart beats naturally, your lungs flow naturally, the blood flows, right? The way that all that stuff happens without you directing it or manipulating it in any way. You are now doing that energetically with all of the energy from the universe to maintain, cleanse, clear, and filtrate all external energies within your aura. Like I said, I took them down. So I took down all of my channelings. I took down collective energy reads. And I archived them, and they are only going to be available on the website under the Hidden Gems series, and that is locked to the general public. I will only allow access to certain individuals once I'm done setting everything up the way that I want it. Same thing with the Hidden Gems podcast. I have closed the season out. I've archived all of those recordings. I'm going to be uploading them under the Hidden Gems series. And I am going to do like a finale, like a season finale kind of deal where I kind of blend in the most important things that have been said. And I'm going to do like one episode with all of, you know, like a remix. So I need time for that because I am one person, so be patient. And then Hidden Gem season 2 will start hopefully before June. It depends on how much I can get done on my own. So back to this. In the past, I've said, okay, in the past, I've said a lot of different things, including you want to be positive, right? I'm coming back to that compassion energy, okay? I'll say things internally and not externally, but it doesn't mean it's not true, right? So even if you're not verbally stating something to someone, internally you're sending compassion, forgiveness, understanding, loving energy, but you're good. You're like, nope, stay the fuck away from me. I'm going back to that for some reason because maybe somebody thought it was for somebody else and not them. Can't be me. No, it's for fucking you. Whoever is sending that energy of causing people to reject their goals, causing them to stay in dynamics that they don't even want to be in. It's like, especially if you have Aries in your birth chart somewhere, you've been putting on this facade. It's like you go with the flow. You hang out with people you don't even find interesting anymore, or you're realizing you don't even have common interests, right? Like you're feeling like the black sheep of your social circle at this point, or you're seeing people's vindictive or treacherous side that you always used to dismiss, right? They can no longer deceive. So back to this energy of you are that miracle, or you, yeah, I'm hearing it, man. Some of you have the destiny of being the miracle and presenting others with miracle, right? That's your divine potential. That's where you can actually get to. Once you know, heal your soul, tap into that cosmic consciousness, allow yourself to have that freedom of your truths, right? That freedom to express yourself without the worry or attention to society's criticism, right? Once you stand into your true potential and you speak freely, not caring what other people think, right? It's like, man, I went through a lot of collective people go through like spiritual solitude, where you separate yourself from other individuals and you allow yourself to kind of purge all that external energy and filter through it, experience it all, realize what is external to you and what was internal, feel all of this, oh my God, the intense emotions that come with it, and understand where your values, morals, ethics, standards are in alignment with everything you've been doing, not doing, who you've been interacting, who you've not been interacting with. It's like as you rinse, or think of it like a sponge. You stick it in the bowl of orange or red juice, you put it on a white countertop, the shit just spills right out. So that spiritual solitude would be the equivalent to the process of rinsing it, squeezing it, and letting the sponge air dry, right? You just go within, go through it, purge it all out, be yourself, be one with yourself, rediscover who you are, feel your true energy, your true emotions. That's that phoenix rising energy again, right? Where you are going within 30 minutes a day, spiritual solitude, closing your eyes. Even if you still got the TV on or music going or there's background noise, 30 minutes with your eyes closed so you can physically turn off the outside world. That's the point of closing your eyes for 30 minutes every day. It's to completely tune out physical world, right? The physical realm, and go within. Listen to self, right? Do your own internal diagnostics. Sometimes it's needed, right? Like think about your cell phone. It starts glitching, it's not working, or your computer. You turn it off, you unplug it. You wait a minute or 5 minutes, and then you plug it back in, and all of a sudden it works like brand new. Sometimes you are being burnt out at both ends because of external influences or karmic ties or social circles that you no longer want to fucking be in, but you're still entertaining it. You know what I mean? Some of you are going through this energy of, you're going through this energy of pushing, fighting or not fighting to get through the last parts of your karmic energy. You are exiting that spiritual solitude phase, rising up and being open to abundance, being open to personal healing and happiness and personal healing, happiness. You're just like, it's again, I'm getting that caterpillar into the butterfly. The butterfly finally starts to know that it has wings, and it takes the fuck off, and it's learning its new life, and it's experiencing everything that it was cut off from as a caterpillar, right? It's understanding that they were so limited. It's like mind blowing, right? That's that energy that a lot of people are pushing through. So that freedom of standing in your own energy, that freedom of trusting that knowledge, even though you don't have the proof, trusting yourself, your gut, your intuition over the fuckery and the gaslighting and the manipulation and the people that you wanted to emotionally hold on to but couldn't. A lot of people are receiving backlash from speaking their truth. A lot of you have decided to stand in your energy, stand in your power, harness that energy, radiate that energy, bless others. You motivate people through the way that you speak. Your throat chakra is freaking on point. And so is your solar plexus, right? It's on point and it's radiating. So you're getting really powerful messages, or your intuition is really strong right now. And your throat chakra is in the perfect alignment, which allows you to flow freely, right? That freedom, liberation, Kali Ma. She's in the building. So you are, you're leaving. Some of you are moving, and I mean like gone, not to like streets over, not 10 blocks away. I mean like out of the city. I don't give a fuck what you say kind of energy, where it's just like, I'm done putting up with the fucking fuckery. I'm done putting up with the bullshit. And you're speaking your truth. So when somebody tries to say something to you that's not true and you know it's a lie, you're calling them out on it on the spot. Don't give a fuck about your feelings, because if you gave a fuck about mine, you wouldn't be lying in the first place. How many times I'm going to play this fucking game? So a lot of that energy is going on too. Again, a lot of compassion Even if it's just internal, make sure you're pushing out compassion for people. Some of you who have been involved, I'm not even touching that karmic energy, keep it moving. So some of you are also going through circumstances that are presenting this is progress. You're not going to be perfect. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to give in. It's okay to, again, why is that energy always popping through? So some of you still are walking in the freaking mud. You don't have to keep walking in the mud. It's okay to rinse off your freaking feet. It's okay to just stay in that nice green grass. Remember, the grass is always greener under me. Again, I'm in collective energy, so I'm talking about for you. You should do affirmations like, I need to remember, or I always remember, or I am always standing over green grass. The grass is always greener under me. The sun is always brightest over me, or bright, never to take away from anybody else, though, of course, right? Like, you just want to embody that energy. You want to definitely radiate like the sun. Or if you're high vibrational, you know exactly what color, what energy is needed for you at any given time, right? Again, with the programming of your energy. If you're anything like my vibration, you understand that you can program that shit and you never have to deal with it again. It is good to recharge it every now and then, because if you're vibrating as high as I do, you will always have a hating ass bitch in your freaking energy. No matter where you go, no matter what job you work at, there'll always be one person who feels threatened and intimidated by you. Find a new profession where you can be independent as much as possible, so you don't have to keep subjecting yourself to the toxicity and the fuckery of individuals who are still learning how to remove themselves from ego. A lot of people are also dealing with that energy of coming out of the spiritual solitude, that energy of those of you who are coming out of spiritual solitude, it's like several episodes, I can't even remember how far back, but I had done an episode of this lion who got out of the gates. And there was 3 sets of energy, and one set was in admiration, one set was like a deer with headlights, and the other set was like cockroaches fucking running. They were out of that shit. They could not wait, like, don't let them see me, holy fuck. And that's obviously because of the fuckery that she was doing in this person's life. That energy is coming back around to me right now. And what it's giving me is slow down. Okay, slow down. Because your spiritual solitude puts you in a different position, a different perspective, a different layer, level, or type of energy. And you're finally coming back around because karmic cycles have ended, karmic cycles have concluded, right? As above, so below, as within, so is all around. The masks have come off, right? A couple of years ago, I started talking about Jamoja, Kali, Oya, Kali and Oya, especially. Kali went around and painted everybody's masks gray, and then Oya was that force, right? That wind, that subtleness that allowed people to become confident in the actions that they were doing, so that way they didn't think they would ever get caught and they got sloppy. That energy that comes through, it's like you've been doing this, like when narcissists have been doing shit to someone for so long and they don't grow and they keep doing the same old tactics, and they don't realize that the people that they're doing this to are growing and changing and becoming more. And then they start noticing and recognizing the toxicity within you, and they start treating you different, moving funny. You're realizing the old way of doing things isn't working. Trigger. Right? If you're triggered by what I said, especially some cross-watchers, or even you, you're noticing, oh shit, what I normally do doesn't work. Hello? Do you really question if you're a narcissistic fuck? Oh shit, what I usually do doesn't work? Excuse you? No. Oh shit, she's talking to me. What I normally do to keep that person this way so I can keep being this way isn't working. Let me move the fuck on and let her move on too, right? Or maybe I should fucking take some action and boss the fuck up, or will she even accept you at that point because you are toxic for the things that you do, which makes you karmic. Anybody can become karmic. So take a pause, right? Remember, you are that lion that had come out that gate, and you are slowly moving around. People are being exposed. You know who's tampering with your car. You know who's tampering with you at work. You know who's doing craft on you, who's making you sick, who's touching this, who's doing that. You understand all these things. You understand all of it, okay? A lot of deep healing, clearing negative energy. You're doing things the spiritual way instead of like the normal way, right? So if you were, and I'm not shitting on anybody's title, I don't care how blunt, straightforward I come through, I'm always channeling. What I say needs to be said. Somebody needs to hear it. It's a trigger for you. I'm an open vessel. I'm channeling 24/7, 7 days a week, 360. Well, if you, I don't even want to go through that because I believe in the Egyptian calendar. I do. So bottom line, you know who you are in this. Keep going, keep pushing. You're healing. Okay, again, our heart beats without us telling it to. Our lungs flow. All that stuff happens without us even thinking about it. And it, depending on how vibrational you really are and what you've really overcome, as of today, right? Ooh, it's 2:33 p.m. right now. And I have 38% battery life, which is 11. As of today, first thing this morning around 2:45, 5:55-ish, you have the ability to program your energy in ways that you couldn't before or weren't aware was possible, okay? Program that shit. With every breath I take, I cleanse, clear, and release all negativity from my space. And may I never stop taking my breaths. May I always be protected no matter what, right? I'm not saying that's my affirmations. I'm not saying that has to be yours, but something to that extent. Or you could do something like, my energy at every given moment will always be filtering itself. And I use this specific energy to do so. Or I give to the divine my free will to maintain my energy so that I am always vibrating in the appropriate energy at all times, no matter what is desired for me, given to me, presented before me, whatever words you want to use. Just make sure it flows. Because if you use words that don't rhyme and doesn't flow together, you cause obstacles, stagnations, delays, blockages, and everything else in your life. So you want to make sure it flows. Okay. Yeah, that's beautiful energy. I'm going to end this here. You know, those of you who, man, you don't need to try to fit in with anyone. You're never going to fit in. If you're anything like me, it's like, man, fuck your opinions. Fuck trying to fit in with you. This is who I am. I love everything about myself. And nothing you do to me or send my way is going to disturb my peace. Is going to disturb my self-love. Right? Some people, man, I'm not touching that karmic energy. Like, why would anybody want to send a promiscuous spell to somebody? Like, if you want that for somebody, aren't you at least curious what the fuck is wrong with you? And I gotta get going off of this. We're 29 minutes in. There's that 11 again. I figured I'd throw some cards down just to touch in on the love energy, because for me that's a little karmic. I try not to touch any of that stuff. I'm more, let's get through that path. Let's empower our souls. Let's push forward, right? Let's grab that crown chakra. Let's take the lessons that we've overcome and are still fighting through, and rise above it, kind of deal. Some of you need to be careful with a fucking pregnancy. My God. People, a pregnancy will not tie someone to you. It will not tie somebody to you. Okay? That's not how you go about it, especially if you've not given anybody any level of fucking commitment first in any way. It's not going to work. So make sure you're cleansing your energy, especially if you have love on the mind or are dealing with some type of painful separation or back and forth or trying to cut ties or whatever. And if you want to be pregnant by whoever it is that you're intimate with, keep it to yourself. Don't let people know. Some of you, a gentleman got you pregnant so that way they could keep you around a little bit longer. Some of them don't even have any intentions of giving you the love that you want. They just want to hold you in place because they know who you are. Some of you, the person actually is waking up to fucking serious reality so late that they're desperate, and that's their tactics and that's their moves. Meanwhile, you know, again, spiritual solitude. If 30 minutes a day with your eyes closed, who cares if the TV radio is on? Focus on your breathing. Take a nice deep breath. Visualize bright white light coming from above wherever you are, from the sky, coming down and surrounding you. And if you're, whatever you are, the building that you're in, bring in abundance, bring in prosperity, bring in love, bring in compassion, bring in generosity, wellness, you know, deep emotional healing, clear negativity. Tell yourself that progress is worth not being perfect, right? Progress means you are still perfecting yourself. It is okay to be flawed in some type of way. And seriously, 31 minutes, 53 seconds. I am off of this. 31, 4, 53, 8, 48, 84. I get it. Yeah, so I'm off this. Some of you, again, especially Capricorn energy, you're in that butterfly phase, okay? Pisces energy, you're in that crown chakra phase, right? That, whew, like, holy shit, I'm having a different type of knowing. Scorpio energy, you are seeing the light. You are feeling the light. You are bringing in the light. You are harnessing that light. Hopefully it's your own. And your soul is light. You're illuminating, you're radiating that energy. Aquarius, you are fucking amazing. You are speaking your truth, standing in your truth, fighting for the truth against all hostiles who wish you harm, and you are prevailing. Taurus, you are opening up to abundance, opening up to accepting anything beautiful that is meant to be on your path. You are not willing to take anything but. So again, spiritual solitude, trust that intuition. As you sit down for spiritual solitude, go within yourself, take a nice deep breath, close your eyes, and tell yourself, I am here for wisdom. I am here for my truth. I am here for whatever the divine wants to be still within me, right? Generosity. I'm grateful for whatever the divine wants to bestow upon me. And I radiate love and compassion.